Hey, how's everybody today? How's it going? Hopefully you're having a great day. I know here we're having some rainy weather here in Southern California, and it's really, really weird because we've lived here just a little over 9 years, and we've gotten more rain, I think, in the last 2 weeks than all the other 9 years put together. So, but it's good. We need the rain, so it's nice. So it's going to make it a nice cuddle weekend, good cooking weekend. Doing some meal prepping, some other stuff. Hey, welcome everybody. Glad you're here. So glad you could attend. We'll give it a couple minutes here. See as we go. Hey, we'll go through some of the upstart stuff. Talk a little bit about so those that don't know or have not heard about my story or whatever, because I know I have a lot of new subscribers. So I started this journey in October of 2017, and that's where I started. I went to the doctors. The doctor told me, hey, you know what, you're in the obese category, you're type 2 diet, you're pre-diabetic, and probably the next visit we will be prescribing you some diabetic medications. So come on, and you need to do something different. And hey, Johanna, how are you? So hopefully you're having a great day. So I started doing it then, and that's when I started doing keto back in 2017. Been doing it ever since. Some days better than other days, but been doing it, following it. I started off at about 240 pounds. I'm down right around that 180 mark. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along. But yeah, it's been great for me. I feel so much better. I feel so much better. But I did want to just kind of pop up, and I thought I'd kind of show a couple pictures because I know. So this was me back, I'm going to say 2017, the summer of 2017, and that's kind of what I look like. And back then, so it was a different time, feeling a lot differently, nowhere near as healthy as I am today. And of course, I was 5 years younger in that time frame as well, and I probably felt like I was 20 years older. So just amazing how time changes. I'll show one more picture just to kind of so again, this was a trip that my wife and I had taken to Vegas sometime after we first got here in California, Southern California. Vegas is a 5-hour drive, so we drove over there. And but this is what I look like. Again, people don't necessarily haven't seen my story. I know there's some new folks on that come on here and join it, and hopefully you see these pictures and kind of see where I went from. So again, not huge weight, but for me, 60 pounds was the difference between being healthy and not being healthy. And I feel so much better. I carry myself so much better. Aches and pains are gone. Just feel so much better. So that's kind of my story and where I have came from. And, I have no intentions of changing things. I may try a few different things. And so you're just getting started. Yeah, I'm just getting started. Was going to break my fast. Noticed your live. So I'll wait until after the podcast. So thank you so much. Yeah, I'm drinking my coffee right now. I haven't eaten breakfast or anything else either. So Zana Taylor. Huh? Oh, happy Saturday from Texas. So my brother lives in Texas, so I'm always interested in finding out where people are from and what's going on in their part of the world and stuff like that too as well. So I've done some traveling in my day, and I've always enjoyed going to new places and stuff. So, but yeah, so today we're just kind of I'm going to talk a little bit today about how did 2022 go, and I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about where am I going in 2023? What are my goals and objectives for the year? for me, my personal self, and my journey, the channel, life in general, those type of things. But yeah, so, but I just gotta say, just going through this whole thing, and doing it for now. Like I say, I've been doing keto for a little over 5 years. Really, really enjoy it. It makes me feel like so much better. And when I'm in ketosis, I can really feel it, for me anyway, and I can really tell the difference of when I'm in ketosis and when I'm not in ketosis. But it's just starting out here, so I just want to just jump in and do a couple of YouTubey things here. So bad air quality here. Oh wow! So here we're getting a lot of rain. So hopefully that means better air quality for us here in Southern California. So I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at the air quality monitor here, but usually we have really bad quality air. I'm lucky enough where I live close to the shore, so we do get a nice sea breeze here. So we don't usually get that bad quality air. But yeah. But we get the storms first, and then they kind of travel across the country. So this is I don't know, we're getting one today, and we're supposed to get another one Sunday evening into Monday. And yeah. Oh, thank you so much. So I thought, I kind of felt really weird about doing the what I eat in a day videos, just because of the fact I'm a very repetitive person. I get into a rhythm, and I'll eat a lot of the same stuff all the time. So, it's kind of weird, but it has helped me a little bit, and it does help keep me on track, believe it or not. Hey, Bud Files are here. How are you? So I do want to do a couple of the YouTube things. So as you come in, if you can, hit that thumbs up button. That would be greatly appreciated. If you haven't subscribed to the channel. That would be greatly appreciated too. And if you'd like to see more of the videos and stuff of that nature, hit that bell icon, and then I will notify you when great things are coming out. So scary, what's going on where I am? We're above zero. Since we've been above zero, no relief anytime soon. So I'm taking it. You must be up in Canada or in northern US. So, John. So, but it's I have a sister-in-law that lives up in Wisconsin. I have a family. I have my kids and grandkids are up in the New England area, up in the Northeast, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut. So, and I got a lot of family up in Maine, which I got to send them a note and ask them if anybody would hit the Alberta, Canada. Okay, so you're up there. So you're up there near Jana Greta, or who else? Danielle, Joy is up that way. So it's beautiful in the summertime up there here. I'm not a big much of a snow person, so growing up in New England, skiing and stuff like that. But hey, Lindy from Paleo Barbies here. Hey, Lindy, how are you? So I do want to just kind of, mention if you're interested, there is a membership down below as well. It does help the channel out. There is some benefits to it. Let's just throw up a quick slide here about it. So there's a couple different tiers, and there's a couple of benefits to it. And I generally, my videos are generally a week to 2 weeks ahead of schedule. So like my what I eat in a day, like I just uploaded the one today for next week. So generally I try to do that, just because of the fact stuff happens and then you can't get into it. So if you want to see early releases, if you want emails, recipes emailed to you, that type of stuff, it's pretty, go out there and check those out. It's free to check them out, and no big deal if you don't. So, but helps the channel out a little bit. So, Yeah. So thank you so much. You know, the what I eat in a day videos seem to be the most popular videos I do, which is very surprising. I enjoy cooking, so I thought the cooking videos would be the best, but you know, but I enjoy doing the videos. I enjoy doing all the videos. It's the editing and the uploading and all that stuff that that's the thing. So I'm not a much of a videographer, editor, and double checking everything. I kind of, to be honest with you, I kind of push through a lot of stuff, and then I catch all kinds of mistakes later on when I actually sit down and relax a little bit, and then I go, oh shoot, I got to go back and fix all that stuff. So Lindy's just getting back from a bike ride with the kids. Yeah, so you wouldn't be doing that here today because we're supposed to be getting torrential rain, I guess, today and tomorrow. So, but I did want to talk a little bit about a couple of things. So I want to talk a little bit about 2022. Hopefully, you guys had a great year. For me, it was. Yeah, I do it too. I try to edit as I go. So as soon as I shoot something, I download it to my laptop, and then when I get a minute, I'll sit down and I'll go through and I'll start editing, and it will take me a couple of days to edit it, but it's just hard with everything. And if you watch any of the shorts, a lot of my shorts, because I get a lot of comments about them, about the recipes and stuff that they see in them. Generally, most of the shorts are taken from long form content or longer videos. So there's a link down on the bottom with Alan's Awesome Keto World, and if you click on it, it actually takes you to the video that recipe and or what I was eating or whatever I was doing to that video that is coming from. So if you're looking for the recipe or if you're looking for information about it, generally click on that and go to that long form content, then go down into the description and you'll find that information, because I'm getting some comments about that with people asking about recipes and things of that nature. I did make some, like I made carnivore angels, protein sparing modifying Hawaiian rolls, and I put a couple clips up there, and somebody asked me about it, and I did do a full length video of it. And actually, I believe the link in there, it goes to her channel. It shows you the recipe on her channel. But trying to learn how to eat right as well. So, yeah. So to go along with the timing consuming, thank you for all you do. Yeah, it's I enjoy doing it, and that's what I'm doing. That's basically that. I'm not doing any on my day of eatings. I'm not doing anything that I don't do if you weren't watching. Those are generally things that I do every day. I'm gonna be honest, most of the time, when I get up in the morning, I don't know what I'm going to eat for lunch. So I go into the refrigerator and decide. When we cook on the weekends, generally we cook meals so we have enough for at least 2, if not 3 meals, and then we'll eat those during the week. And sometime, like, we cooked a big prime rib for New Year's, no, Christmas, I guess it was. And we had a bunch of it left over. So we froze it. We sliced it all into thin steaks, and then we froze it. So that's kind of and then I'll go through and pull those out, and then we'll thaw them out. And then you have to be careful of not overcooking them. But then we'll try to do that. So, but anyway, 2022. So yeah, so Lindy's saying that she had a person that was confused why the video ended short. So I think it's new. I think it's new to YouTube, and you don't do it in any other of the reels on Facebook or Instagram or over on TikTok. So I think it's something different. I tried to start. My wife was telling me, put in there in the description, just say click on the link below and to see the full length video. So I'm trying to do that more often, but again, scatterbrained as I am, sometimes I don't think of it. So, but anyway, But I did what I thought. So 2022, on 2021 for New Year's Eve, we went up to Las Vegas and spent a few days prior to New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day, we came home from Las Vegas. So we started off we ended 2021 with a big bang, but we started 2022. Both of us got the big C up in Las Vegas. Believe it was at a concert we went to. We went and saw Maroon 5. We were at the concert, and believe it or not, they have a mosh pit down in the front. The tickets were pretty cheap down there compared to in the back. This was at the Cosmopolitan Casino and Hotel. So we went down in the mosh pit, and it was literally you're literally 5 feet from the stage. So it was a great show. It was a great view, but at the same time, they packed everybody in there, and you're shoulder to shoulder with, a couple thousand other people in there. And so we came back with that on New Year's Day. We started getting chills in the cars as we were coming back, not feeling well. So I'm not sure it was that show or it was something else that we went to, because we went to a couple of other shows too. So that's how our 2022 started off. And things just kind of, the beginning of the year was slow. Things weren't really going well. I work in the aerospace industry, and we have a lot of shortages and supplier issues. We had a lot of customers cancellation back in 2021. Now all of a sudden they're pulling schedules in because people are starting to fly again. So it was just a real mess at work as well. But as the year went along, it kind of got better and better. We started fixing some of the issues that we had at work. Things were getting better. We were getting healthier. We got back on track with our diets and what we were doing. So life has been So 2022 finished off pretty good. The channel's doing really well. I'm really, really happy with what's going on. So it ended, so it ended pretty good, much better than it started. And then again, this year we ended up at the end of 22, we ended up doing the same thing and going back to Vegas again. Again, Vegas is not that far from us. So it's a 4 or 5 hour ride. So it's not that far. So, and it's, in New Year's Eve, there's probably next to New York. It's probably the coolest place because there's fireworks going off from all the other buildings, from all the casinos and stuff like that. It's pretty cool to go see. Oh yeah. So up in Canada, they haven't even attempted to fly. It's a mess. So, but yeah, so that's kind of 2022 was a really up and down year, a lot of ups and downs. 2023, I'm hoping I'm a more optimistic person. So I'm hoping 2023 is a better year. So that's going to allow us to get some things done that we want to do. We want to talk about some life changes coming up probably sometime this year or next year. We're not sure, but this is the year we're going to start planning for those. So we're going to see how that goes. And just kind of in general, some other observations. So in 2023, one of the things we are going to do, and I'm going to pull up a chart here. This is kind of where so if you haven't never seen the lives before or anything, so I create these charts, and what it is it tracks my weight, and I have a goal. I have a plus or minus a little bit. So because you're never going to stay exactly the same. So I have a goal. I had a goal that I wanted to get down to. I hit that goal. I seem to be healthiest at this point. This is where I feel the best, and this seems to be where just kind of in general feel really, really good. So this is that chart. So for me, it was right around that 180 mark. So that green line in there is the 180. That's where I feel best. That's where I feel good. I'm not bloated. I feel really energetic. I can do a lot more. I can exercise and all those things that I couldn't do before. And then the top line was that plus or minus 5 pounds that I wanted to keep it in. And again, the yellow line is the minus and the red line is the plus. So the bud files are here, so check them out if you have a chance. And then so you haven't seen your youngest kid since wow, that's a long time. I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't either. I 2019, I would say 2019 or 2018. So we're planning on going to my kids are on the East Coast, so we're planning on going to the East Coast to visit them. I think in May. Because my father, believe it or not, my father in May will be 100 years old. So he will be turning 100. He's 99 and a half. And he's really in pretty good shape. So whatever he's doing, I want to try to do the same thing. Yeah. So that's my plan. So, and then, I do. So you'll see that this chart steps down. So I would like to go from the 180 mark down to 175. Not so much for the weight purposes, but I'd like to try to get a little leaner. So I'm going to try to work out a little bit more, try to get rid of some of the, I'm going to say not weight, but body fat and put a little muscle on as I go into my golden years. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So that's why this chart steps down. You'll see it goes from, this month here was the 180, and then it steps down a little bit, a pound or two to 178, and then it steps down again to the goal of 175 where I want to be, which kind of, whether I can get there or not, that's another story. And you'll see, I started off with the blue line that's up here. I started off prior to the holidays. I was 182.3 or something like that. And I didn't weigh myself until we got back from vacation in the holidays. And then I was at 186.4. And then when I weighed myself yesterday, I weighed myself on Friday, I was at 184. So I'm back down 2.5. So, but I want to keep that trend going. And I want to keep following orders. Again, during the holidays, I really wasn't tracking. I was watching what I was eating, but not necessarily. We did, we had some margaritas and we had, some other drinks and we did some other stuff. And so it was kind of cool. But so Joanna's saying, hi, Bud Files. Yeah. Yeah, 100 it's pretty amazing that he's that age. And like I said, he's still in pretty good health. He lives with my brother in Connecticut, so over in New England. So we are going to go over there and see him. That's what the plan is. Hopefully. Oh. So Joanna is saying she's happy to upload 212 to go. Wow, that's fantastic. I'd love to hit my goal by this year, but 24 is a way more realistic. The way I look at it is if you stick to your plan, if you find something that works for you, and again, your body kind of will get used to what you're doing after about 6 months. So you have to do some kind of a little bit of what I call carb confusion. So that's when it's maybe good to do something different, whether it's if you're doing strict keto, maybe go to carnivore or to go to BB&E, or maybe go back to low carb for a couple of weeks and then come back to keto, or something to confuse your body a little bit, in my opinion anyway. Like, again, I'm no medical professional or anything else, but that's what I kind of find works well for me, is kind of confuse my body a little bit. I did protein sparing modifying fast in 2021, and that was worked really well for me. I dropped like 10 pounds. So yeah, so ketovore is a way to go in Johanna's opinion. But yeah, and I'm going to say I don't know whether I would classify myself in that category, but I do eat a lot of meats, and I try to make sure I'm eating proteins. But I do eat a lot of vegetables as well. Try to eat a lot of healthy stuff, avocados and things of that nature, just to try to mix it up a little bit. I do like different meats. Like last night we went out for dinner, and for when I order and I'm outside, I'm generally going to order some kind of meat. So I ordered a prime rib because the place we go has about the best prime rib in the area. So I ordered a prime rib, and then they offer 2 sides with it. So I got a double order of daily vegetables. So that was nice. That was my dinner. That's the way I keep keto on when I go out. And it's pretty much the same thing. So you'll see a lot of times like on my day of eatings, but I probably eat more vegetables now. And I know Joe from Two Crazy Ketos said the same thing. I probably eat more vegetables now than I did prior to, because I was eating a lot of junk food, prepackaged stuff, frozen stuff. Now I'm actually almost every night I'm eating a piece of meat and a side of some kind of vegetable. So it's good for me. I think it's good for me. All of my test results have come back well. I know my doctor's really thrilled by the way I do it. So, all right. So Lindy's going to run to the store. Have a great weekend. So, hopefully I will too as well. So we're going to do some baking today after I think the video. I actually got some samples from Keto Bakes. You saw the video on Wednesday. If you haven't gone over and checked that video out, go over there and check that video out. The Keto Bakes sent me the pre-mixed powders. I got a couple more to try out. We're actually going to make. They gave me 4 of them. So they gave me a chocolate chip one and a brownie one, and we're actually going to mix the 2 to make brookies and try that out. I think we're going to do that today. Then actually the brownies actually comes with a ganache with it. So we're going to dip the brownies in the ganache. They have a recipe on their webpage, and it looked outstanding. So my wife and I want to make it. So, but that's kind of where we're going. I'm going to track that thing. I will show that chart. I don't know about every week, but probably every couple of weeks or every 3 weeks. I thought about posting it in the videos. So you never had keto chow. But I'm going to post that thing in the videos. So you like that kind of stuff. You like information, data. And that's what I want to give you, is some information that you can use. I don't want to be telling you something and something else is going on that's not real. But I intend to kind of post that stuff. So get back to the keto chow. Keto chow is actually really, really good. I'll drink some of it. I do watch my keto chow just because of the fact most of the keto chows are about 8 total carbs. And then if you put heavy cream and stuff in them, it brings it up to around 11 total carbs, which is really, I guess it's a meal replacement. So it's a full day's meal, it's a full meal, but it's still a lot of carbs. And I generally don't eat that many carbs in a meal. Generally probably eat somewhere between 4 and 8 carbs in a meal. So it's a lot. Now you can put butter in it and all that stuff to cut it down a little bit instead of heavy cream, but I like the heavy cream. I think it fills you up better. So, but it is really good. So what I do with the keto chow is I'm using it for either for baking a lot, or I'm using it for ice cream. I like it for ice cream. I have the little containers. So I can make a thing of keto chow and I divide it into 3. So it's only a third of what the carbs are. And that works for me. And then I can throw those in the freezer. Then I can take them out and stick them. Hey, Tom's in the house. Hey, Tom, how's everything over in Vegas? You getting the rain yet? It's raining pretty good here now. So, but yeah, that's now Keto Chow did just come out with what they call core. So it's a beef protein instead of the milk protein that they use. So they have 2 flavors. They have a chocolate flavor and they have a, well, they're both chocolate, but one is sweetened with stevia and one is not sweetened at all. And you can either drink it the way it is, or in my case, what I'm going to do is probably put some allulose or some erythritol in it and drink it that way. So it's really up to you how you want to do it. I am going to do a taste test on them. I'm probably going to do that this weekend as well. But I really like the idea that they're using beef protein. And the nice thing about it is that these are only 4 total carbs. So if you mix the new keto chow with some butter and a little bit of water and or some coconut milk, it cuts the carb content way down, cuts it almost in half of what it was. I know Chris Bear says that most of the carbs in keto chow gets burnt off and doesn't get digested. But as a total carb tracker, it's just easier for me to figure it all in. So, but it's pretty cool. So I'm going to try those this weekend, and I may even try them because they sent me 2 packages of each. I may try them in a recipe as well and see how that goes. Now, a lot of people have criticized them for a couple things because they have milk protein in them, and they also were using saccharose in their keto chow, which is a lot of people don't like to use. So this was the next step. They're going to a beef protein, and they're using stevia as a natural sweetener. So hopefully it's good. And again, I'm kind of with you, Johanna. It's when I make my keto chow, I like to use coconut milk, and I like to use the heavy cream. So that's where it is. So I did want to talk a little bit more about so in 2020. So in 2023, I'm going to start showing more charts like this as well. This is out of Carb Manager. So if you haven't used an app yet, you can go down and go into either your iPhone store or your Android store or Google, and you can download Carb Manager. It's free. There's 2 versions. There's a paid version and a free version. Go with the free version. You don't need the paid version. And then you can track it. So this is out of that. This shows how I did for the week. My goal is to stay under 20 total carbs. I'm not going to be there every day, but I'm going to try to stay close. So this is the past 7 days as of yesterday. It didn't include Friday because when I uploaded this to put on here, Friday wasn't done. And I did stay below 20 carbs yesterday, although my calories were pretty high. Yeah. So, but this is, it just kind of shows. So on Saturdays and Sundays, I went over a little bit. Is it a big deal? No. More than likely, if I go back and I look at that, it was something that I ate. And I think we had a salad one day and I put an avocado in it. And a full avocado has quite a few carbs in it. And I'm trying to really cut down on the snacking, even the keto snacks and stuff. And so Tom, you're getting some kudos here. So you got a great podcast. Yeah. So what I'll say is Carb Manager, I kind of gotten used to it. I've been using it for a long time. For me, it's because I scan most of the items when I'm eating. And if I scan it, it's pretty good. You do have to be very, very careful because a lot of the times the food is entered by somebody and the information is not correct, and or the product changes over time. They add different ingredients, therefore the carb counts change and the macros change. And again, these are estimates. I'm not going to say they're the most accurate because of the fact this is just kind of a good general view of what I'm eating in a week to keep me on track and let me know what I'm doing and is it okay or not. So again, if you're looking for perfection, you're probably better off to go over and look at Chronometer, or maybe I've never used my Fitness Pass. I've never used Chronometer. Yeah. So that's all I can say. Is like I say, I know when I download something and it tells me that it's 2 carbs and I know it's 10 carbs, I know that the information's not right. I'll go in and fix it. But then again, for me, I tried to scan 90% of what I do when I'm making my food and or off the labels. So it makes it much easier. But then I do double check to make sure that the information is right. Yeah, so it's getting better. So Tom is stepping up to the plate, and his channel is growing really well, and so things are going well for you, Tom. So let's keep it going. So are you monetized yet, Tom? I'm not sure whether you are or not. So I am going to start showing these charts. I think I put it in yesterday's day of eating. I put this chart in there. So I'm going to just kind of briefly mention it on the day of eatings. When the one I do I do it on Thursday and I upload it on Fridays, and then it's for the following Friday. So I have the weekend to upload it and edit it and all that stuff. So, so that's kind of one of the nuances I'm going to do in 2023. And I'm going to do this more for holding me accountable. Then I'm hoping that you get some value out of it, but it's really to help me and hold me accountable. That's what I'm looking for. And hopefully it gets me back on track and gets me going. So Cottonwood Ranch is in here. So Tom is monetized. Oh, that's fantastic. So, and then and Cottonwood Ranch is in here. So, again, you want to talk about some beef and stuff like that. And I did have somebody ask me the other day, just I want to clarify. So somebody asked me the other day about, is venison okay on doing a keto diet? So, because they just starting out with keto. Their husband was a hunter, and my put on that is I can't think of a meat out there that's not keto. So any kind of meat, I don't care whether it's rabbit, bear, venison, moose, beef, pork, duck, chicken. I can't think of a meat out there that's not keto friendly. It's more the seasonings and how you cook it and the barbecue sauces and stuff like that. And so it's really anything goes with that. And there's actually, so on my website, I do have a food list of all of the foods that's considered ketogenic and friendly. Again, keto is a metabolic state. It's not necessarily a diet because there's no one way of doing it. You can do it whatever way you want. I know you can do it whether you're a vegetarian, you can do it if you're a carnivore, you can do it no matter what it is. There's no one way of doing it. Keto is a metabolic state, and then you got to figure out what's good for you and what's going to be sustainable for you. So just kind of so go out there and just kind of figure out what works best for you, right? So and I also want to talk a little bit about cost. So anybody knows I do invest a little bit, and I follow the stock market and all that good stuff. And There's actually a link down there below if you'd like to get some free stocks from Webull. They're offering free stocks for up to 30,000 K if you're interested. If you got to live in the U.S. and all that stuff. But anyway, because I do some stocks and I do some trading, and I'm not big on options. I'm not an options person or any of that stuff. And of course, everybody knows it's been bad, right? So, and I guess my point is, what I want to get to was the consumer price index came out on Thursday. Talk about inflation, and there were some bad things. Everybody's been talking about the price of eggs and all that good stuff, or all that bad stuff, I should say, and the price of the groceries going up. It's kind of really, not. It's kind of so 2023. I guess what I'm saying is 2023 is going to kind of be a cautious year, and it's going to be really interesting to see what happens, because the federal government raising interest rates, it's causing things to slow down, and we're going to see where we go, whether we go into a recession, not a recession. Right now, inflation is just going crazy. But anyway, I was going to bring up, so this is a chart from CNBC. So this is a consumer price index chart. This came out on Thursday. This talks about the price of all of the different types of foods. So if you want to look at it, I would suggest you go out and go out there, and so go check Cottonwood Ranch. There's a link to his channel. So and then so I just kind of wanted to talk about it. So everybody talk about eggs, and eggs is the top thing on here on this chart, right? So eggs have gone up about 60% from where they were a year ago. They were the number one thing on this chart going up in price wise. And of course, fuel oil was the second thing. It's gone up about 41.5%. So if you're living somewhere where it's a cold climate and you have to heat your home or anything else, you've probably seen a huge increase in oil to heat your homes and stuff like that. And then of course, butter and margarine. So, two of the things that if you're doing a low carb lifestyle, two of the things we use the most, right? Eggs and butter, right? Have gone way up there, about 35%. Dairy products in general. Now I do eat quite a bit of cheese. I'm a big cheese person, about a little over 15%. Poultry's up a little over 12%. So prices have gone up. I will say there's a couple of bright spots on here that for at least for me, because I'm I'm just saying he paid $14 for 20 eggs. It's nuts. I just saw somebody post on, I forget where it was, Instagram or somewhere. They were at the Dollar Tree or somewhere like that, or the 99-cent store, and they had eggs, a dozen eggs for $2.05. And they showed a picture of it. So it was the first time I've seen prices that low in, well, I can't remember if I've seen prices that low for eggs. But anyway, so the bottom line is there was a couple of bright spots on this, because I don't want to harp on all the bad stuff. Beef and veal, bacon and related products are actually down. Beef and veal are down 3% from where they were a year ago. And bacon and bacon related products are down 3.7% from where they were a year ago. So, so meat's going down a little bit. Pork, and I'm not going to say I see that, but according to the consumer price index, that's what they're saying. They compare prices in December of last year with prices in December of this year. So this is the consumer price index chart that they're using. So a couple of bright spots. Eggs are going skyrocketing and everything else, but hey, beef is coming down. So I guess we're just going to all become carnivores and not eat anything else but the beef and the veal and the bacon products, right? So, which I could do. So, all right. So Joanna's gets hers from a butcher. They've kept the price at $4.95 a dozen. The grocery stores are like $6 a dozen. So, yeah, I'm kind of hoping that this is a temporary thing. I think what they say is from the bird flu, once the next generation of chickens start laying, we should see the prices coming down, but we'll see. There's probably some other catastrophe around the horizon that's coming up that's going to cause prices to go skyrocketing. So, but with that said, again, I just kind of wanted to look at that. So there is some bright spots out there in the economy coming up. I think this year is going to be a tough year for everybody, just because of the prices are so high and it's going to continue to increase. Hopefully it slows down through the year. So that's why I'm kind of optimistic about the year. I think it's going to be a tough year for us to get through, but I think that there'll be some good stuff. So I did want to just kind of show a couple of other, nothing related with that. So I do track some other things. I've been tracking some stuff, sleep, and I know Tom and I have the same issue here with sleep. So this is my sleep. I compared sleep from last May. I've done some reviews on some products. I tried Perfect Keto's Beauty and Sleep Collagen, and I tracked it. So I did 1 month. I tracked 1 month of just how was I sleeping. Then I tracked 1 month with the Beauty and Sleep Collagen. Then I did 1 month with, I'm trying to think, I did like 3 or 4 different things. Oh, I had some patches from VI or something like that. I tried those. And a bunch of things. So, yeah. So hello, Lisa. How are you? And then it's moving. So Anna's saying she doesn't see any relief until 2024. I don't either. I think this is going to be a tough year. I think this is prices are going to hopefully slow down, but they're still going to stay high throughout the year. I will tell you, and I noticed that, I don't know about anybody else, but we do have a lot of natural gas here. And I just got to notice that our bill was going to go up by 138% over the course of the next month or two. So huge increases in natural gas is going to happen. China's opened back up, so that means they're going to consume a ton of gas and oil. And if that happens, the worldwide demand will go way up, and that's going to drive oil prices up, and gas prices are going to go back up. And so I think you're going to see those couple of things happen over the course of the next couple of months. But we'll deal with it, right? Of course, I live in California, so if you've seen gas prices, they're probably $2 higher than most places in the U.S. I know they were $1 higher than what they were in Vegas. But yeah, it's getting really crazy. So, but anyway, yeah, Happy New Year. So those of you who don't know, next Sunday is Chinese New Year's. So it's a year of the rabbit. So Happy New Year's to you, Lisa. My wife was looking at buying a rabbit. Not a real rabbit, just a fake one. We happened to be in Home Goods yesterday and Michael's, and they had rabbits because, well, it's Easter coming up, but it's the year of the rabbit. So if you celebrate Chinese New Year's, go out and plan on going out next Sunday and going and do something to celebrate. I did spend some time in Asia, and Chinese New Year, if you're in Asia, they actually shut down for 2 weeks. Their New Year's is like 2 weeks long. Which is really cool. But so Joanna's saying that she's making those butter bites. If you haven't seen, there's been a couple people out there. Anita from Ketogenic Woman makes these butter bites, brown butter bites. I'm trying to think who else does it. I think Indigo Nelly's done it, and a few others. So, but yeah. So it's but they're really, really good. They're like a fat bomb, and they brown the butter. And I think that's what you're talking about, right, Joanna? Uh, so it's a really, really good way to get your fats in. I don't know. I've never made them, so I'm really interested in them. I want to kind of try it. Lisa's talking about no clue yet about gas. Just came back from Mexico. Oh, fantastic! Nice vacation. Leaner proteins has an effect on my sleep versus fattier meals. Just me. Yeah, and I'm kind of so. As this chart, I started talking about. So I've tried a bunch of different stuff, and I charted all of them last year. So I'm trying something different this year, and I've changed my diet up a little bit. And so that's what I'm doing. And you can see the first part of the year, the green line is this year is 2023. So the first part of the year was pretty good. It spiked way up there. And then of course the last couple of days was not so good. Just some other things going on that we're thinking about and we're talking about. So it's kind of put some stress, as well as just, hate to say it, but work always interferes with my sleep, right? So I have to get up and go to work, and so it's kind of, it would be nice if I didn't have to do that, but I do. So so Mike's in the house as well. I forgot to talk about it. So so Mike's saying I'm gonna have to go check out those brown butter bites. So I don't know. Seems like everybody likes them. I've seen half a dozen people make them now, and I think Joe made them on Two Crazy Ketos as well. It's really, if you're doing a carnivore or ketovore-ish diet and you're looking to increase your fat intake, it's a good way of doing this. So, and supposedly when butter browns, it actually brings out the flavor in the butter and makes it taste really good and thick. So anyway, so I'm trying something else this month. So you probably won't see this until next month and see whether it actually makes a difference or not. If it doesn't make a difference, I may not show it, but I'm trying out some different things. And again, these are more exercise and diet related. So hopefully we'll see whether they're making a difference or not in my sleep patterns. So Johanna is saying they're really easy to make. I'm not sure. Keep an eye on them. So yeah, I know when Anita did it, she had said that when it goes from brown to start burning really fast, so you have to be really careful about right there. If you take your eye off it for a few minutes, it can go. So yeah. So, and burnt ones are a waste of money. That's true. Butter is money right now. As we say, that's the 35% increase in butter. So that's kind of the other chart that I was going to talk about. And, so my goals my goal for 2023 is I want to drop down another 5 pounds and maintain. So that's my goal. I want to try to get into shape for the summer. I'm starting now. Start working on your summer body now. Don't wait until May. May's too late. April's too late. You want to start now. So you want to lose weight for the summer. Now is the time to do that. Start working out or start doing a workout regimen. For me, I'm going to start including more workouts probably in my day of eatings, as well as, because I really haven't been doing it, just because it's kind of weird to, because you're not doing a lot of talking or anything while you're working out. So it's kind of weird to do them. So I'm going to do some other things. I'm learning how to do the speed up the videos and maybe add some music to them and some other things like that. So it makes it a little bit more interesting while you're watching it, hopefully. The question is how fast do I want the videos to go? I kind of thought about does anybody want to see a workout video? I'm not a workout person per se. I do the workouts, but I'm not like a trainer or anybody else. If you want to do that, go over and see like Kristen Quick Fit's channel, or you want to go over and see Val over at Home Health Network. Those are really good channels to do it. I'm thinking there's a bunch of them that are out there that are really good. I can't think off the top of my head. If you're interested in watching some, there's a couple of really good ones out there. So, but I am gonna start including them. So, yeah. So it's now or never. So, and again, I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't need to exercise to lose weight. Period. You don't need to exercise to lose weight. I exercise to get healthy. So I diet or I watch what I eat to lose weight, right? It's what goes in your mouth determines your weight. You can't exercise a bad diet off, right? There's just no way. So you have to restrict what you're eating, or you have to eat healthier foods that your body can burn off. And there's a lot of different ways of doing it, but the way I'm doing it seems to work well for me. It makes me feel great. Again, so it's just amazing to be this way. So, always. The other thing too is the channel. So if you like giveaways or anything else, 49 people away from my 4K. So when I hit 4K, I will probably be doing another giveaway, whether it be an Amazon gift card or something else. I have to think about it. And we will be doing a giveaway for members as well. So we'll do two, one for channel members and one for subscribers. So we will be doing that. And probably, I'm thinking by the end of the month, I'm hoping it's 49 people. See, it's kind of weird because some weeks I get a lot, some weeks not so many. Yeah. But the channel's growing really well. I do have a goal to get the channel to 7,000 subscribers, 7,500, I think, by the end of the year. That's my goal. Whether I'll get there or not, that's not a big deal one way or another. I guess it's more important about, am I helping somebody, than it is how many subscribers I have. And hopefully, if the subscribers are growing, it means I'm helping somebody or some or more people, right? That's because that's what the channel's about. It's not about me or subscribers. It does help me. Again, helps me, keeps me more accountable. If there's something that you'd like to see, kind of let me know. What you'd like to see in the videos and stuff of that nature as well. I used to do these Friday walks and talks where I would walk, and while I was walking, I would kind of do a weight loss update and where I was and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I thought about bringing it back. So yeah. So again, I've had my knee operated on twice. So Johanna's talking about, she's got knees are bad and hurt a lot. And especially when you're overweight, and people don't realize that when you're overweight, the pounding that your knees take really, really hurt you when you're trying to exercise and stuff like that. So it's, so again, just do what you can do. Find exercises, whether it's riding on a bike. I don't run anymore because of the fact the running really hurts my knees still. So like I said, I had my right knee done twice. I don't want to do it a third time. It's just the meniscus where they go in and as I find because the first one was when I was younger. The second one was, I'm going to say 7 years ago, 8 years ago. And boy, I'll tell you, as you get older, you take a lot longer to heal when you have stuff done. So you do what you can do, right? So, and that's kind of, I'll do a little bit. And then when I do like aerobics type of stuff, I'm doing more floor stuff. I'm not doing so much jumping or anything else. You'll see like Christian Quick Fit, and I think a few of the other ones, they show you modifications. And a lot of times I'll do the modifications just because they're easier on my knees. I do like to work out with the weights. The weights work out, you know, and I'm not really jumping with them or anything else. And you'll see me when I do my squats, I don't jump. Generally, I don't jump. I may occasionally, but a little bit. But yeah, they, you know, so, but it all works out in the end, right? So, like I said, I can sit on my weight bench and I can throw some weights around. And again, I'm not looking to become super muscular or anything else. I'm just trying to stay healthy. That's what I want to get at, a healthy muscle mass with a healthy body fat and weight, and that's what it's all about, really. So the channel really has really done well. I would say the last 3 or 4 months, it just kind of took off and done really well. So hopefully kind of keeps up. You know, Lisa's saying that she's having a problem with her knees as well. So again, like I said, I've had my meniscus torn twice and had it repaired. It's not fun. It's not a big deal. They do it arthroscopically. It's not a big surgery or anything like that. But it takes a week or two to really get back up on your feet and get moving around again. And that's something I don't want to have to do. And yeah. You know, Mike's saying his knees bark at him. So, but again, I mean, you know, whether it be riding a bike, Lindy, I know she's not on here anymore, but she rides a bike, and you know, so if you get an exercise bike, and you know, the thing of it is, you got to be consistent with using it. It's really easy to get it, ride it for a week, stick in the corner, and use it as a clothes rack. I would strongly recommend don't buy anything new. Go out and buy something used, and if you're going to buy it for your house, and or just go to a gym and start consistently. The hardest part about going to a gym is getting there. Once you're there and you're inside, it's not a big deal. And then just do light, simple stuff. Don't push yourself. Don't kill yourself. Start off slow and easy. You know. Yeah, so just healthy is my goal. That's what Lisa's saying. That's me too. I really want to be, you know, like I say, I'm going into my golden years. I want to be going in good shape. I want to be able to go out and do stuff. I want to enjoy my life. Like I said, my dad's 99. He's going to be 100 in May of this year. I want to be like my dad. So, and be healthy. And he's up and moving around, and he's always been, I'm not gonna say he's working out and all that stuff, but he's always moving. He's always working. He's, you know, so Mike says he wants to get to 1K. So if you haven't checked out Mike's channel, go over there and check out Mike's channel. Show him some love. I'm sure he would appreciate it and reciprocate it as well. So that's kind of where we are for the year. Like I say, get healthy, lose a few weights. I don't tend to bring the calendars back or anything else back, unless you guys would like to see some of those calendars I used to do. Again, I agree with Mike. So I love the keto way. I don't plan to change it a little bit. I'm just having huge success. I will tell you that it kind of, I watched Keto Focus talked about some of the trends that have been going on over the last 2 years. And I had a laugh because Tom DeLowry today, if you watch his channel, had the guy that started the Primal Kitchen on his channel today, and they were talking about how the diets are changing over the years, and because we went from the keto diet, and then we went into protein sparing modifying fasting, and it was got to be a really big thing, and then of course now we've kind of shifted into ketovore or carnivore. Now carnivore is a big thing, and they're kind of thinking that, you know, it's going to be kind of a mix of all that stuff, and what's next. And but I plan to stay keto. And I don't plan on changing a whole lot from what I'm doing because it's working for me. It makes me feel great, you know, and I think I'm doing wonderful. I think for my age, I look pretty well, and I think I feel great for my age. So, you know, so I, you know, and again, I think the community is great. The community inspires me and helps me. You know, I don't know whether I'm helping anybody else, but like I said, you guys help me. Like Johanna said, you know, you guys are family. You know, I wish I could do more for you. I wish I could do something else for you to really help you and really, you know, get you going. And, you know, you have issues or anything I do. So if you do want to chat or anything else, I do have an email down below that you're always welcome to, always welcome to send me an email. And, you know, we can kind of start off the conversation that way. I wouldn't put any kind of personal information in the chat or anything else just because, you know, so Mike's just saying that Mike tried to do more short videos to get to 1K, and I would totally agree with that. So you should be putting out 1 or 2, not 3. You'll see me that I'm doing more than that. I'm trying to cut back a little bit right now, but I think I kind of overdid it with the shorts. But I would put at least a couple of shorts out every day. Hey, this is what I'm eating. And if you're doing shorts from what I've seen on the research and stuff like that, people are going to watch about 15 to 20 minutes of a short. So your short should be between 15 and 26 seconds. That's what they're saying. So go down there. If you're going to do shorts, you know, so check out Lisa's shorts if you want to learn some of and see what she's doing, what she's saying. So again, I try to take a lot of the shorts and put them out of my videos. So hopefully if it's something you're interested in, you can go back and check out those videos as well. So yeah, and I think it's been truly great. And I try to make sure that, you know, that I'm following you guys, and I really like watching your channels. I learn, like I said, I learn more from you guys than you'll ever learn from me. So 6 seconds. So Lisa's saying 6 seconds. So yeah. So really, really short clips. That's what people are watching. So if they watch 6 seconds of it, and that's what the video is, you got 100% watch, and YouTube will promote your short. So Alan, my hair is not getting gray, so something's going on. That's true. So I'm not saying I'm, you know, my hair hasn't gotten any thinner, hasn't gotten any fuller either. But it has. I think you notice it when my hair gets a little long before I get a haircut. So I've actually been I was starting to take the MSN, and I thought that was helping a little bit, and I switched to the tablets. And I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go back to the pure, but boy, it's nasty tasting in coffee. So I got to figure out a different way of doing it. So of course, thank you. So great way to grow your channel, do the shorts. So hey, we're a little over the hour mark. We're actually an hour and 10 minutes into this. So, but I'm having fun. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. I really enjoy it. I really, really appreciate it. You guys really do inspire me, keep me motivated. But I do want to go eat some bacon and eggs. So I'm going to end this live now. We'll talk to you again soon. Hey, if you guys are interested in doing a collab, or you'd like to come on the channel and get interviewed or do something else, let me know. I'd really like doing collabs. I've done a few between Misty and Hyla from Crafty and Carnivore-ish to Mission Keto, Hope Over Mission Keto. I'm trying to think who else I've done, because I've done Michelle from Life Adventures in Keto, and just there's been a bunch of them. Michelle from Keto Mama Michelle. So Hey, Apple's online. Hey, Apple, how are you? So, but yeah, so I like bacon, eggs, and Amanda. So those of you who don't know, Apple's my sister-in-law. So, go over and say hi to Apple. So, but yeah, so if you're interested in doing a collab, you'd like to come on the channel, or you'd like to do some other kind of collab or something like that, let me know. I would, I'd really enjoy doing that. I enjoy talking and chatting with people, and I'm trying to think about what we're going to do for my 4,000 subscriber thing. Like I said, do I do like a panel? And Cheryl's place did one yesterday for her birthday, and she had 4 or 5 people on there with her, and I thought it was funny and joking around. And so maybe I'll have some of the past folks like Hyla and Misty and a few others, Michelle, and come up on the channel and talk about what's going on and what's 2023 look like or something, and for the 4,000 or something like that. So so think about it. You let me know. I know Tom, Mike, we talked about going on your channel. Maybe you can come on our channel, my channel as well, and maybe that's a good way to get to that 1,000 subscribers, Mike. So let me know. Like I said, email me with that, or send me a message over on Instagram, one or the other, and we go from there. So, all right, we're at an hour and 10 minutes past that. So, all right, I'm going to end this. So I'm going to go have some breakfast. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. I'll talk to you next Saturday. So make sure you come back next Saturday. It'd really, truly be greatly appreciated. All right. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much.